Welcome to the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. This podcast is all about helping older adults and family caregivers stay safe, confident, and independent at home and in everyday life. I'm Robin Schiltz, Senior Home Safety Specialist, and I'm so glad you're here today. If you would like more helpful tips and trusted resources for aging safely, please visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. So today we're talking about something that becomes more dangerous every year for older adults, and that is heat. When most people think about dangerous summer heat, they picture someone who's been working outside for hours in the blazing sun. But for many older adults, heat problems can happen quietly, and sometimes it can happen right inside their home. I've seen situations where the seniors thought they were just tired, when in reality their body was struggling to stay cool. Family members often miss the early warning signs because the symptoms can look like normal aging, medication side effects, or simple fatigue. And that's part of what makes heat so dangerous for seniors. As we age, our bodies simply do not regulate temperature the same way they used to. Older adults sweat less, and the body may not recognize overheating as quickly. Thirst signals also become weaker over time. That means many seniors don't realize they're becoming dehydrated until they're already in trouble. Then you add medication into the mix, and many common medications can increase heat sensitivity or dehydration risk. Blood pressure medications, diuretics, some antidepressants, antihistamines, and even certain sleep medications can affect how the body responds to heat. Sometimes a person can be sitting in a warm room, feeling a little off, and not realizing that their body temperature is climbing. Another challenge is that many older adults try very hard not to complain or be a burden. They don't want to bother anyone, or they may be worried about electricity costs and avoid using air conditioning. And some people grew up in generations where pushing through discomfort was just considered normal. So instead of saying, "I think I'm overheating," they may say things like, "Boy, I'm tired today. Oh, I feel a little dizzy. No, I don't feel hungry. I think I just need a nap." Small comments like that matter, though, because heat exhaustion in seniors often begins with subtle signs. You might notice increased confusion, weakness, headaches, dry mouth, dark urine, muscle cramps, nausea, or unusual irritability. Sometimes caregivers notice personality changes first. A normally talkative parent becomes quiet, a calm spouse suddenly becomes frustrated or confused, or someone suddenly seems unsteady when they're walking. Well, those changes should never be ignored during hot weather. One thing many people do not realize is that dehydration can affect the brain very quickly in older adults. Even mild dehydration can increase confusion and raise the risk of falls. And falls during heat events are especially dangerous because the body's already under stress. I also want to mention something important about air conditioning. Many families assume that if the air conditioner's running, everything is fine. But older adults can still become overheated indoors. Some seniors will sit in a sunny window for hours. Others wear heavy clothing because they feel cold even in warm weather. Some homes cool unevenly, and upstairs rooms are dangerously hot while downstairs rooms are cold. I always encourage families to check the actual room temperature instead of guessing. And please don't forget about humidity. Humidity makes it harder for sweat to cool the body. A room may not seem extremely hot, but high humidity can place tremendous stress on an older adult. Another problem is nighttime heat. Sometimes the temperature cools down outside, but the house stays warm through the night. Poor sleep combined with dehydration can create a dangerous cycle if it continues over several days. That's why regular check-ins matter so much during heat waves. If you have an aging parent, don't just ask them, "Are you doing okay?" Most people will automatically say yes. Instead, you want to ask specific questions. Have you been drinking enough water today? What temperature is the house right now? Have you eaten today? Do you feel dizzy when you stand up? Would you like me to bring over some cold drinks or help to cool the house down? Gentle questions like those often reveal problems that might otherwise stay hidden. Simple changes can make a huge difference. Dressing in lightweight clothing will help. Closing blinds during the hottest part of the day helps. Using fans properly can help if there's moderate heat. And cool washcloths on the neck or wrist can help to lower body temperature. Hydration is also critical, but many seniors do better when fluids are made easier and more appealing. Some older adults just dislike plain water, and that's okay. Fruit with high water content, electrolyte drinks, popsicles, herbal tea, flavored water, soups, and smoothies can all help to increase hydration levels. Another thing I strongly encourage families to do is create a summer safety routine before extreme heat arrives. Don't wait until someone feels sick. Talk ahead of time about cooling centers, backup plans if the power goes out, emergency contacts, and daily check-ins during heat advisories. Preparation lowers panic. And honestly, heat safety is not about fear, it's about awareness. Most heat-related emergencies are preventable when families recognize the early signs and respond quickly. Older adults deserve to enjoy the summer safely. They deserve comfort and dignity and independence. And sometimes the most important thing we can do is simply pay closer attention to the warning signs that the body is struggling. If today's episode encourages even one family to check on an aging loved one during hot weather, then this conversation was worth having. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you'd like more practical tips, caregiver support, and senior safety resources, please visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're looking for aging-in-place professionals, home modification experts, or senior service providers, please visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to this podcast or to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Until next time, this is Robin Schiltz, wishing you safety, comfort, and peace of mind. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye.